We're going to take a simple inventory of a classroom and solve a little linguistic puzzle that's been hiding in plain sight. Let's get started.
So, picture this. We're stepping into this classroom and our job is simple. We're just going to take inventory. But you've got to watch closely. As we start counting, you're going to see a fascinating rule pop up that might just change how you think about numbers.
All right, first up, let's count the boys. In Sanskrit, one boy is pronounced Ekaḥ, balaka, B. Simple enough, right? Let's check that off our list.
Okay, next up, the girls. One girl is Eka balika. Whoa, wait a minute. Did you catch that? I mean, of course the word for girl is different, but the word for the number one also changed. So, why?
And just like that, our super simple inventory has turned into a really interesting puzzle. Let's lay out the clues we've got so far.
So here it is, our central mystery. For a boy, the number one is Eka, but for a girl, it's Eka. Why on earth would the number itself change, depending on what you're counting? The answer to that is the key to a huge concept in Sanskrit grammar.
You know, the solution to this puzzle has absolutely nothing to do with math. It's all about grammar. The secret isn't really in the numbers themselves, but in the words they're connected to.
And here it is, the big secret. In Sanskrit and Hindi, some numbers don't just count things, they actually describe them. For the numbers 1 through 4, they behave exactly like adjectives. You know, just like you'd say a tall boy or a short girl. The number itself is acting as a descriptor.
And that right there is the crucial rule. Because these numbers are acting like adjectives, they have to agree with the grammatical gender of the noun they're describing. So the word for boy, balaka, is masculine, so it gets the masculine form of 1, eka. The word for girl, balaka, is feminine, so it takes the feminine form, ekaḥ. And just like that, our mystery is solved.
But of course, there's a little catch. This super interesting rule doesn't apply to all the numbers. Nope, it's a special club, reserved only for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see exactly how this works for each of them.
Okay, this chart shows the entire system in action. Just notice how for each number, 1 through 4, there's a different word for masculine, feminine, and even neuter nouns like book or puṃliṅga. So for example, just look at the row for number 3. For 3 boys, it's traya, but for 3 girls, it changes completely to tisra. It's a whole system of agreement.
Now, if you're looking at that and thinking, wow, that is a lot to memorize, I have some really, really good news for you. After the number 4, things get much, much simpler.
And this slide illustrates that cutoff perfectly. Just look at number 4. You've got 3 different forms depending on the noun's gender. Now look over at number 5. It's pancha for boys, pancha for girls, and yup, pancha for books. The word stays exactly the same.
That's right. From 5 all the way up to infinity, the number word stays the same no matter what the noun's gender is. You just learn one word for 5 or 6 or 100, and you can use it for boys, girls, books, literally anything. It's that simple.
Okay, you've seen the rule in action. Now it's your turn. Let's do a quick pop quiz and test your new skills using the items right here in our classroom. You ready? First question. Let's count the books on the desk. How would you say 2 books? I'll even give you a hint. Book is a neuter noun. Take a moment to think about it.
The answer is dva pustake. If you remembered that dve is the neuter form for 2, you are absolutely correct. Fantastic work!
All right, next up, let's look at the 3 girls in the corner. How would we say 3 girls? Remember to use the feminine form for the number 3.
Tisra balika. That's it. You correctly chose the feminine tisra instead of the masculine treya. You're really getting the hang of this.
Last question, and this is for the final number in our special little set. How would you say 4 boys?
Chatvaraha balaka. Perfect! You used the correct masculine form for the number 4. You have officially cracked the classroom code.
So let's lock in what we learned. The big takeaway? Numbers 1 through 4 act like adjectives, so they've got to change to match the noun's gender, whether it's masculine, feminine, or neuter. But the really good news is, from 5 on up, they stop changing. One word fits all. It's as simple as that.
And that leaves us with one final question to think about. We've just seen that counting numbers like 1, 2, 3 change based on gender. So what do you think happens with ordering numbers like first, second, and third? Do you think first boy and first girl would use the same word or a different one? That's a mystery for another explainer. Thanks for watching.